Hello, everybody. It's Mindy, and welcome to our week's WIP and Chat. So, I have a mishmash of products here, and I'm going to work on something very small because I can. I finished my Chuck Pinson, and I've got a few days before November starts. I mean, I suppose I could work on gnomes, but I just thought there was a couple other little things I wanted to try. So, I'm going to work on this little boxed painting from Walmart, and just because I'm in the Christmassy spirit and I'm trying to get some of my Christmassy things done. So I got my tweezers, my Not Your Mama's Mud. I did grab my putty pen from Diamond Art Club in case I want to do rhinestones or something with that. I think there's rhinestones in it. All right, so some new products. I pulled out my newest pen. This is from Pashi Pens. I've got my glue dot in the end, and I've got some Not Your Mama's Mud in the other end. It's super pretty. I really like it. So I want to give it a go, try it out. And I wanted to try out one of my new trays. I know it's Halloween, but I could have grabbed one of the other ones. But this one was sitting there just waiting. It's been waiting for me to try it. This is from OGK on Facebook. They do like a drop I want to say it's every Thursday. Some things you can order, like this, you could order. In the comments below this picture, you could just say you wanted one or two or whatever, and they made these to order. Other things, it's like they have one or they have two, and they tell you how many they have, and you put, if you'd like it in the comments, and then you have to be the first one or whatever. But I wanted to try their tray. I haven't tried it yet. So it's got the nice slide off lid. It does come with 2 stoppers. Each of the trays, I've gotten 3 trays now. I ordered this one first. And then they have some really pretty pastels. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. But look at the inside of that. Really pretty. The colored lines and stuff. So we're going to give their tray a try since I now have 3 and I haven't tried them yet. So let's give it a try. All right, let's put all this stuff over there because we don't need that right now. And let's get into this. It's been a while since I bought this and showed everybody. And let's get into it. Let's see. I think it just slides out. Yep, it slides out. Okay. Slides out of the little sleeve. Oh, you could cut out your key if you want to cut out your key. Well, I don't know if I need to cut out the key. If I need the key, it's right back there. Okay. Oh, this isn't even open at all. This is all sealed in plastic. I never opened this one. Okay. Well, let's get into it. You're seeing it from the get-go again. I think I opened up the fall one, which I do have that one set aside as well because that one is a gnome for fall. So we'll do that one next month. But these are cute. I think these are really cute. They're just a little box, and they have a little hole right here. You could, hang that on a hook or a nail or whatever you have. Okay, come on. Oh, it's just stuck. Okay, there's my drills. Here's our box. See, look at, isn't it cute? I liked this one because it had stuff like all over the background. Most of this doesn't get drills, but there are some drills in the background. And I liked that about this one. So it comes with a black pen. We get a little black tray. And we get some drills. I don't have scissors. Okay, I'm going to need some skizzles here. And they're all labeled on the bag. A, B, C, D, E. Oh, snowflake. That one is snowflake. And Christmas. Oh, that's funny. The symbols are really? The symbols are actually a stocking, a candy cane, snowflake, Christmas tree, bell, and star. That's fun. That's fun. Okay, that's cute. Okay, I gotta get some scissors now. Hang on. Let me go to my drawer over here and find me some scissors. I didn't even think about that. Of course I didn't think about that, right? Hang on. Scissors, scissors. Here we go. We got the great big old industrial Singer sewing scissors. That's what we need. That is what we need. Okay. Here we go. All right. So I'm not going to use this right now. I'm not going to use that. Let's set that aside. Okay, what do we want to start with? Well, you know me. I always start at the beginning. So let's start with number 1, which is A. Symbol A. And it is color 915. So I'm assuming that's a DMC code. I believe so. Okay, here we go. Let's work on this for a little bit. See how it goes while we chit chat. It's a pretty color. Okay, so how's our drills shake out in our tray here? How do they shake out? Let's see. Oh, they shake out pretty, wow. They lined up pretty nice in there. Okay. All right, well, let's roll with it. Let's roll. Okay, where's our plastic? Peel our plastic back. Where's our plastic? Here we go. Okay. We're going to start down here because we have some rows. Okay, I'm just going to take this off. I know. People are like, oh, you're taking off the whole thing. Yeah, I'm taking off the whole thing. Took it off. Okay. All right. So here we go. Let's see. How does this work? Alrighty. First drill's down. Here we go. Now, I will say this does have some serious, like, white, like, guide circle action behind the symbol. I'm hoping the drills are going to cover it. So let's see how well it covers. It covers pretty good. That one needed to move a little. They cover decently. Okay. All right. So we're going to work on this for a while. This won't take very long, right? I'll definitely have it done before November starts, because today you're watching this on the 30th. I'm actually working on this on the 29th. So I got a couple days left before November starts. I did make a video about November that came out on Monday. I believe it came out on Monday with all of the details about November. Now, November is very chill. Oh, these are not in a straight line there. Those A's are definitely not. I was getting ready to put some in here, but no, they go not a straight line. So I don't want to multi-place those. I mean, they're close, but I'd end up like doing a lot of scooching and whatnot. I don't feel like doing a whole bunch of scooching if I don't have to. So yeah, the video came out on Monday. November is just very chill, laid back, relaxed, easy to participate in. Basically, if you've got something with a gnome on it, you can do it. Okay? Big painting, small painting, little paintings, stand-up acrylic paintings, whatever you want to do, you can do it. The only thing is, you can post once a week in the Facebook group. Diamond, Moments, and Krafts is where there will be a post every week, and you go in and you get to make one post or one comment, because you comment on the post, one comment per week. So whatever you worked on for the week, take a picture of it and post it. No start photos, no, I mean, you can show progress photos if you're working on a larger piece, show progress every week. If you're finishing, little things, post what you finish, but one post a week, okay? Just one. You just get credit for one per week. That's how that works. And then, of course, Maritza and I will put together some fun little giveaways, some little packages of goodies to come your way. I've been hunting for some things. I've been out doing some shopping, and I don't know, I've been coming up empty-handed. I gotta check some different places. So I'm gonna continue shopping for goodies, and we'll see what I come up with. I want you guys to have some fun little things. It is about gnomes, so I should have some gnomes in your package, right? Something gnomish. So I'm gonna keep hunting. See what I can come up with. So that is it, folks. Really, that's it. If you want the full video, you can watch that on my channel. Like I said, I believe it was on Monday. Go check it out and join us and just have a good time. I know there's a lot of you out there that love gnomes and want to work on your gnomes. So now's your time to shine. Have at it. Work on what you want and have a good time. Okay? All right. That's it for November, as far as I know. I don't have anything else to tell you. You'll have to excuse the voice, the stuffed upness, the cough. Allergies have just kicked my behind. And now, I don't know if it's just allergies now or now it's turned into something different because that's what it likes to do. I don't know. My ears are plugged, which makes me think now it's more like turning into sinusy stuff. I don't know. But I'm just not feeling it. The other day it was sneeze, 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 blow my nose, blow my nose. It's just been crazy. And I have mentioned it before. It is harvest season here. Literally down the road from me, literally across the street from me is a cornfield. That was the other day. I think that was the day when I was so sneezy and stuff. They were doing the field right across the street. Yeah, it just, all that stuff just gets to me really bad. And we haven't had any rain, like to wash things down out of the air. It's just all there, just wanting to go into my nose and my sinuses and cause all kinds of problems. So I'm just doing the best I can do. I'm taking whatever I can take, an Allegra, other allergy pill. I just took a cold medicine. I don't know. I'm thinking, let me try that. See what that'll do. I have no idea. But we'll make it through. I'll make it through. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. I think I can multi-place a little bit more over here. So let's see. I gotta turn this though. Let's turn my little box. These are really cute though. They are super adorable. Now, I have done, see, they're not lining up right. I have done one of these with my grandkids. It was one from Hobby Lobby. It was a little bit bigger than this one. We did that together one day when they were over. Did the whole thing. Just did the whole thing in one day. Got it done. It was cute when it was done. And I let them take it home. I don't know who got to keep it. I don't know if they hung it up anywhere, but they took it home. So, yeah. Today is a beautiful, beautiful day. Unbelievable that it is, what is it, the 29th of October, and it's going to be in the mid-70s today. Mid-70s. Can you believe it? So after I film this WIP and Chat, I am going outside, and I'm going to work on the flower bed I was working on, which is one right in front of the house. I got it about half done. What I mean is I was, pulling out any weeds that were still there, cutting back all of the dead plants, just basically cleaning everything up. Took care of all the took care of all of the like decoration stuff that I have in the flower beds. There goes Dale. He's off to, I don't know exactly what. Off to go get the neighbor's quad. The farmer's quad is over at the assisted living home, and he's going to get it to bring it home on his trailer because it won't run. It's over there, dead over there. So he's going to bring it here, or I don't know, maybe down to the farm, and he's going to work on it. Apparently, mice got in and chewed some wiring, so it needs some work, and Dale's going to work on that. So like I said, I'm going to go work on this flower bed as soon as I'm done recording this video, but because I'm not going to have many more days like this. that's this nice, 70 degrees. And I can only do so much anymore. I can't do what I used to do. This doesn't want to come off on these. The sticky in the pen is much stronger than the sticky on the box. So sometimes it won't release. I'm like, okay. Yeah, I just can't do what I used to do. I used to be able to go out there for, all day, half a day, whatever, hours, and weed and garden and all of that stuff. I can't anymore. I mean, I can still do it. Thankfully, I can still do it, but I have to do it in smaller increments. Oh, I just tried to move it, not I tried to scoot you, not remove you. Now I removed you. And of course, we have fresh glue dot, which is very sticky, as you know. So, I have to do little bits at a time. Little bits at a time. An hour, hour and a half, maybe. And then, I would say it's my back that starts hurting, but it's really not my back that starts hurting. It's more the muscles up the back of your leg and into your butt, Just say it the way it is. From bending over, bending over, bending over, bending over. Yeah, that's where it bothers me. Right up the back. Ooh, ooh. So, like I said, I can only do it for so long. That's why the flower bed I worked on is not finished yet. I worked on it the other day. I got quite a bit done. Until the cats realized I was out there. Once the cats realized I was there, it was difficult because they wanted to be right where I was working, right in the plant I was working on. Goodness, a scratch is just terrible. And I'm clipping things, cutting things with, my little cutters. And I'm like, I'm going to get a cat. I'm just going to get a cat. I don't want to do that. So I finally stopped for a while because they were bugging me so much out there. They just wanted to be in everything I was doing. Right now, the boys are outside. The boys went out running around. A little Misty, she's just been like, no, I'll stay inside. I'll stay in. She's been laying on the kitchen chair out there, and she's just been laying there sleeping. I've been recording videos and doing whatever, and she's just like, yeah, I'm happy. I'll just sleep here. But the boys, the boys, they gotta go. They gotta be out. They gotta rear and tear and whatnot. Yeah, she's not gonna be too happy next week because next week she goes for nip, all of that. Okay, there's a drill on the pen. There's a drill on the pen. I can't pick up another one when there's one on there already. Nope. There we go. Okay. I've decided to just single place these, as you've noticed, because multi-placing, they don't quite fit. They don't line up, and I'm having to scooch a lot. So I thought, it's just easier to do it like this. I'll just do it this way. So that's what I got. What I got lined up for this afternoon. The other day I cleaned out the flower garden. I took some video of that. You'll see that in a farm video. That's coming really soon. I got a lot of clips for my farm video, so that's going to be coming real soon. Sometimes I have to stop and think, okay, what should I put out next? I don't have many things that need to go out on a certain day. So it's up to me when I post, what I post. So I try to alternate and vary things, like try not to do a crafty vlog too close to another crafty vlog, or I try to spread out budget-friendly stuff with non-budget-friendly stuff. It's the whole thing, how to schedule what you're gonna show on your channel. So, other than that, I got to have lunch with my boy yesterday. So he, as I've mentioned, has moved up to Flint, which is like an hour away. But he's still working here locally. He's supposed to be transferred to a location up there, but they haven't got that done yet. He's really starting to bother him, but it bothers him, but it doesn't. He said the drive's not that bad. He doesn't really mind. Um, they've got things figured out, like, his girlfriend has arranged her job so that Josh can drop her off at her job, and then he takes off to come here to go to his work. And he still doesn't have like his paycheck automatically deposited. He has to come here to town to pick up his paycheck on Mondays. First of all, he gets paid on a Monday. Interesting, right? So he actually has to go to the hospital where he works, picks up his paycheck there. So it sounds like she normally takes Monday off too, because they seem to have Monday off together. And so they came here, got his paycheck, and he took us out to lunch as a thank you for helping them move and all of that. So I thought that was really nice. So I got to spend some time with him yesterday. Went to a little Mexican restaurant. Never been to it before. Didn't even know what it really was. I've seen the restaurant like a bunch because it's right next to Harbor Freight in this little plaza. And I mean, I knew there was a restaurant over there, but I never gave it a second thought, but Josh found it online or something and suggested it. And so we're like, okay, we didn't care. Sure. Well, it's actually a pretty nice little restaurant. Not bad at all. So had some good food. Got to see him and talk about life and things in general and stuff that's been going on, and he's just pretty chill and pretty relaxed. They're getting pretty settled at this new house. There were a few things that needed to be done when they moved in, and the landlord got right in there and got things fixed for them. They needed a new stove, a few other little things. They got it all fixed up. So I got to see some pictures. It's looking pretty good. So they're getting pretty settled and all that. And good for them, It'll be better, of course, when he gets transferred up there and doesn't have to drive an hour 2 hours, an hour there and an hour back every day. All right, I think I got all those. All of the A's are done. Now, how do the drills dump out of this tray, we may wonder. How does that work? Let's find out. Oh, hang on. They went zippity-doo-dah down to the end. They just went, whoa. Okay. Well, and I'm dumping into a bag, so we got to take that into account. But look at that. I didn't miss any drills. Good. I like the tray. It's cool. I like it. OGK on the back. I would recommend them. Give them a try. Oh, my plastic is here. Guess what? We're moving on to another red. Yep, we got 2 reds, 3 greens. I mean, are you surprised? No, probably not. So yeah, that's what I did. Yesterday. Oh, after we had lunch with Josh, I told Shannon I would go pick up Jackson from school. Devin had an appointment in the afternoon, so she wasn't at school. Wondered if I could pick up Jackson. So I went and picked him up, and it was interesting because it was Dale and I, both of us, to go pick him up. We left right from lunch and went straight over to his school to pick him up. And it was the look on his face. Oh my gosh, it was so funny, the look on his face when he got in the car. And the first thing he said is, "What? Papa Dale driving? I never knew Papa Dale was driving." It was so funny. Like, yep, he's driving today. Because, he usually will ask when I go pick him up, he'll ask me, he'll be like, where's Papa Dale? Like, what's he doing? Where's he at? And I'll have to tell him where Papa Dale is. And, but yesterday it was very interesting. Papa Dale was there and he was driving. Well, we also had to go to the bathroom. You have to wait in the car line for a little while. Their car line works pretty well, though. It goes pretty quick. They have an app or something. And there's a lady that is in the line where the cars are, and she puts the child and the teacher's name in the app. And then when you're close, like they have 12 spots up by the building. And when you're getting close to those 12 spots, then this app calls the child to come out of the building. Like the kids aren't just all out on the sidewalk. They're inside. And when you're getting close to the pickup spot, then it alerts them to send those kids out. It's very interesting. So it works pretty well. It really does. The line moves along. You're filling 12 cars at a time, and then everybody moves on. Another 12 cars, and the kids are just standing right there waiting for you when you get to the spot. It's kind of pretty cool. So I told Dale, I said, I never see him come out of the building, though. But yesterday I did. So we were at the spots before the pickup area, before the 12 spots. We were right there. And I saw him. He comes running out, and he ran all the way up to the front because we would have been spot number 1. And so I saw him yesterday come out of the building. It's an interesting system, though. It does work pretty good. It still does take some time. And if you're later, like if you show up later, man, there was a line all the way down the road yesterday. I was like, wow, there's a lot of cars that were behind us. And we were probably, I would say at least the 4th, if not the 5th group of 12. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of people that pick up their kids. Dale was really surprised. He's like, man, this many kids get picked up? I'm like, yeah. And there's 2 buses, and some people park. There's a place that you can park down the road a little ways. They park and walk up and get their children. There's a lot going on after school, let me tell you what. Oh, and today is Halloween at their school. And I was like, what? Why would they do Halloween 2 days before Halloween? I mean, I didn't understand that. Halloween is, it's part of the reason, of course, that Halloween is my least favorite holiday. The best Halloween is when it's on a Friday. Best Halloween ever. You can have your Halloween parties and all your celebrations, and you send the kids home. Then they go home and they trick or treat and all that stuff, and it's done and it's over. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why they would put themselves through the whole let's have our classroom parties on Tuesday and then try to get them settled down on Wednesday, and then Thursday comes along and everybody knows that Thursday's trick-or-treating day. I don't know. It just seems like they're dragging it out. They are just dragging this thing out. I would want it done and over with. We got 1 day. We got a 2-hour afternoon. That's it. We're done. You go home. Take your candy. Goodbye. The worst thing is when Halloween is in the middle of the week, because the kids go out, they go trick-or-treating. You have to have your party on Halloween, and then they keep bringing in candy for the week, and it's just like, it's a nightmare. All that candy, it's a nightmare. Anyhow, with that being said, Since we had left the restaurant, been sitting in the car line for a while, and it was a drive to get there, we had to go to the bathroom. You know, we're waiting for this car line to get moving. We're like, come on, because we got to go to the bathroom. So we stopped at a gas station. It's a nice gas station. This gas station is like a mini store. You know, they have like, oh my gosh, they have one half of the store is wine. I swear. It's just wine. And the other half of the store is food. And they sell little pizzas and they sell all kinds of stuff. And so take a little child in there with you. Take a child in there with you and see how that goes. Do you think they don't want every single thing they can see and get their hands on? I was like, oh my goodness. I had to say no so many times. And, you know, he gets a little adamant. He gets a little like, but I want that. But I'm like, no, you know, like he picked up like this giant Rice Krispie treat. It was like this long. The thing was huge. I'm like, no, that's too much. You can't have that whole thing. If we can find a small Rice Krispie treat, you can have one of those. He didn't like that because it was a regular Rice Krispie treat. Like, oh my gosh. So then he finds like those little like Kinder things, you know, they come in a little plastic egg looking thing. It wasn't that name brand, but he wanted one of those. And I was like, no, we're not getting that. Something else he picked up. I'm like, okay, so we settled on a bag of cookies. Got him this little bag of like chocolate chip cookies. And I said, okay, but here's the deal. I get one. So I open them for him, throw him in the back of the car. Who knows? I didn't even check the back of the car. I don't think he made much of a mess though. But threw him in the back of the car. I took a cookie and he was back there eating his cookies and threw the bag away. I have a little trash bag back there. He threw it away and cleaned up. And I was like, okay. I told Dale, I said, be ready to be serenaded. And he was like, huh? I said, oh yeah. All the way home, he will sing. And he's like, oh. And I have my radio on country, right? And that's what the girls listen to is country. So he's all set, man. He's jamming. He knows all the songs. He sings all the songs. He can tell you what the song is. One, he didn't know the artist, but most of the time he knows the artist too. And he just sits in the back seat just singing away. Now, does he know all the words? Yeah, you know, there's some little, you know, in there, but he knows them. He knows a lot. It's funny. It is so funny. I tell you, someday if I could record him and not have him know I was recording him, I would do that. It's hilarious. But he just sings away, and Dale's just like, okay. Now, I will say this, the other grandkids, his daughter's kids, at least the girl, she will sing too, but you have to have it on a different channel for her. They're into all of like the pop stuff. That's what they listen to is pop. So in Dale's truck, if he turns on the pop station, you'll get her singing. In my car, you turn on country, you get Jackson singing. It's hilarious. It is so funny. I love it though. I really do. I love it. I've said it before. My family's musical. They've always been musical. I was a clarinet player and a piano player when I was younger. Both of my kids played violin, and they were both in choir when they got older. So everybody's pretty musical. So it's very cool to watch it come down to the next generation. You know what I'm saying? I really enjoy that. I think that is awesome. So, and I think music and the arts, oh my gosh, they're so wonderful. They're so important, you know? Oh, get this. When I saw him, when he got in the car, when we got into the gas station, actually, is when I noticed it. His face, his cheeks and across his nose were just like red. I'm like, man, and they were hot. I'm like, you were all red and hot. And he didn't really say anything about it. But then I said something to Devin when she picked him up. I'm like, his face was so beet red. And she goes, oh, yeah, today was kinesthetics. And I'm like, what? What? And she goes, yeah. And then she asked him, she says, what'd you do today for kinesthetics? And he said, basketball. And I'm like, so is this just like gym? She goes, yes, it's gym. And I'm like, what do we have to call it kinesthetics for? What in the world? So, yeah, they had played basketball for gym, and he was hot, red-faced, hot. Now, he kind of messed up a little bit. He has 2 water bottles he takes every day. One big water bottle, which is his refills for the day, and he needs to complete all of that. And then there's a smaller water bottle that he transfers the water to because that's easier to, pick up and drink out of. He didn't bring either of his water bottles home. Devin was like, where? You didn't bring your water bottles home? He goes, I thought I did. Maybe they're in the car. I'm like, I don't think they're in the car. They were not in the car. No. And he didn't bring his coat home. So, yeah, he kind of forgot some of his responsibilities yesterday when he left school. But I told him we were going to go. He asked to go to that little park that we went to that one day. And I said, okay, but I have to go home first. I have to let the dogs out and check on the kitties and see if the kitties need water or want to come in. And I have a package being delivered. Thank you, Informed Delivery, right? Sorry. And it told me my package was coming from a foreign country, another country, and I would need to sign for the package. Well, I'm thinking they've probably already been here. I've already missed it. I'll probably have a note in my mailbox or on the door or something saying, I have to go to the post office and pick it up. Well, when we got home, and it was late, it was like 4:00 or more, the mail hadn't been here yet. And so then I really felt the need to wait for the package to come, right? So we couldn't go to the park, and I explained we can't go until the mail comes. When I get the mail, because I have to sign for the package, then we can go up to the park. Well, it didn't come, and it didn't come. And he kept wanting to go out to the mailbox. He's like, can I go check? I'm like, honey, it's not here yet. I can always tell when the mail is here. You can hear the truck. You know when it's coming. It's not here yet. Then when it did come, it finally came, Dale was outside, and he collected the mail from the mail person and brought it up and didn't even need to sign for the thing. Didn't need to sign anything. She's like, no, you don't need to sign anything. And he was like, okay. And he brought it up to the house. So I really didn't need to stay here at all. I could have taken the kid to the park. Dale was here, I suppose. I didn't know if Dale was leaving though. But anyhow, it all worked out, except we didn't get to go to the park. And Jackson was a little upset about that. He really wanted to go. And after the mail came, I was like, we can't go now, honey, because your mom's going to be here in a minute. So he got a little upset about that. So, like most kids, when things don't go the way they want them to go, he had something in his head, something he wanted to do, and it wasn't working out right. They can get a little testy, and I have to just work with him. I just work with him, use my good old teacher skills, and I work with him, and I get him distracted away from, the fact that we're not doing what he wanted to do. Find something else. We're gonna watch a movie. Let's watch a movie. So anyhow, that's how that went. But the package made it. It arrived. Everything's fine. No meltdowns. Nothing like that. Next time, kid, we'll go to the park. And Devin said, oh, yeah, we hear about the park like every day or every time we drive down the road, because because it's right by their house. It's right between their house and my house. You can't see the park because it's back in a neighborhood, but he knows where it's at. So apparently every time they go down the main road, he's like, can I go to the park? Can we go to the park? Can we go to the park? I don't think they've ever taken him to the park. I think I'm the only one that's taken him down there, but anyhow, he had fun doing it. I think kids need to just get out, and we weren't there very long. He got tired of being there. He ran, he played, played on the swing and the zippy thing, and then he was like, can we go now? Sure. Yep. You're done. We can go. It doesn't take much. It really doesn't take much. And I know that life gets busy and you've got all these responsibilities and dinners and baths, and I get it. But, really, what would 15 or 20 minutes be? Just go. Just go. Okay, these really don't want to come off here. I'm really trying to get this glue dot to be less sticky. Be less sticky. I'm wiping it on my hand, wiping it on my pants. Be less sticky. Get off of the pen. So, that was my day yesterday. I already told you about the kitties. They're doing fine. Friday is Misty's day to go. We got to figure that out. She has to be there early in the morning, so we're going to have to leave really early in the morning because I think it's about an hour away for us to get her there. And then, we'll have to come home. We're not going to hang out there. She's got to stay there for a while. So we'll have to come home. Then we'll have to go back. I don't know how that's going to work with my live even. Do I get to do my crochet live? I don't know. I don't know yet. I guess we'll have to figure that out. Play it by ear a little bit. I have been working on my project, though. I had to make 7 snowflake hexagons. I have, oh my gosh, that did not stick. I have 5 right now that are done. I think I have 5. I also worked on some crochet ornaments I wanted to work on. I got 3 of those done. And they're really cute. You'll see them in you'll probably see them in a yarn video, crafty vlog, all that stuff. You'll see that. Oh my goodness, get off of the pen. Get off of the pen. I wonder if that Diamond Art Club putty pen would work better. I don't know. I could try it. But those turned out really cute. I don't think I want to make more than 3 of those. They're made with a bulky yarn, and then you glue a bunch of embellishments on them, like little leaves and berries and stuff. I've made 3. I don't think I want to make any more. Making the actual ornament part is pretty quick. The crochet part is pretty quick, but I don't think I want to make any more of those. I have another made out of granny squares. You make 2 granny squares and you sew them together around the ball. I want to make some of those. So I think I'm just gonna, stop with the ones that I'm making right now. I think I've got enough of those. I've got 3 because the way things are selling, nobody knows. You just don't know. And I don't know how many more shows I'm gonna do. One for sure. I reached out to a different show yesterday online, sent them a message to see if they had any spots available still. I haven't heard from them. I'm going to maybe have to try something different. That's coming up in 2 weeks. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to contact them again. I want to try something different. I don't want to try that other show with the same organizers. Just because, the last one didn't go very well. So maybe it's the organizers. Maybe it's their advertising. Maybe it's, you know what I mean? You never know. I want to just try some other things. That's what I want to do. So anyhow, I'm going to try this other style of ornament, make a few of those. Today I was working on a ear warmer / headband thing with plush yarn. All right. So I worked on it last night. It took about, I don't know, I will just say an estimate of an hour to crochet the little ear warmer. Probably took an hour. Yeah, you can still see some of the white circles around. I mean, you have to be so precise to not have the white show. Oh well. Anyhow, about an hour. Last night, I just didn't really want to do much. I just wanted to sit on the couch and be comfortable. So I just sat on the couch and I just wanted to just sit and crochet, right? That's what I did. And I worked on this ear warmer. So it was all ready to just sew it together. So this morning, I was just going to sew the thing together. Well, when I started to sew it together, I messed it up. I did not sew it together properly. So it was not right. I tried to take my sewing apart, and it's plush yarn, and it wasn't coming apart. There was no way I was going to get that thing to come apart. It just wasn't happening. So I cut something and cut something else, and then I'm like, maybe I could just redo from the one end. No, I couldn't. I had cut the beginning, where I started, and it just turned into nothing but a big old hot mess. I realized I wasn't going to get this thing apart, and I gave up, and unfortunately, I had to put the thing in the trash. I couldn't even get the yarn to unravel and come apart. There was no way. It wasn't happening. So, yeah, there was an hour's worth of work. Not a ton of yarn. It didn't take a lot of yarn, but the whole thing in the trash. Yeah. So, do I try again? I mean, I think it was going to be pretty cute. I just didn't get it. It's tricky to explain, but I didn't get it all folded together properly to get all of the pieces sewn together, and it was a mess. So, I don't know. I'll probably try it again. I mean, what do I have to lose, right? What do I have to lose? Worst thing that can happen is I mess it up again, but I think I would know better this time, maybe. I don't know. Be more careful. I thought I knew what I was doing. I thought I had it all. Whatever. Trash that project. Trash that project. I'll probably try it again. I mean, it was going to be cute. And it's a fairly easy little thing to make. People that I watch that do craft fairs, markets, etc., that don't do just plushies. I mean, there's the people out there that do craft shows or markets. They're all about the plushies, all about the little stuffy little animals. That's not me. Okay? I don't do the stuffed animal thing. So I try to find people to follow that do other things, So people that are doing beanies and I mean a little bit of pumpkin action, just some different things. Ooh, when they slide, they slide. They go. They go. Okay. Huh. They slide in nicely. Wow. Okay. It's a little tricky trying to put them in a baggie, but they went. I didn't lose any. Didn't lose a single one. So I try to find people that are doing craft shows and markets that are selling things like things that I like to make. They make beanies, they make hats, they make, more wearable kinds of things versus just stuffed animals. So, what was my whole point in that? Oh, that the people that I'm watching that do ear warmers and scrunchies and things, they say that ear warmers sell well. Ear warmers are one of their good sellers. They sell a lot of them. So that was my thought. I'm like, okay, let's make some of those. They're not hard to make. They don't take a lot of time to make. And that's the kind of things you want to do for selling stuff. You want things that are quick, that are easy, that don't take a lot of time, don't take a lot of yarn, that kind of stuff. Nothing too complicated when you're talking about selling stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to find more people out there that do markets with the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, the kind of stuff that I want to make, like bags and hats. Of course, you want to throw in fun things like pumpkins, trees, the Christmas trees, ornaments. There's always some fun seasonal things that are a little more decor. I mean, you do stuff them, but I wouldn't call them amigurumi. They're just like a stuffed pumpkin, or the ghosts were amigurumi. Okay, but they were fun. They were fun to make. They were easy to make. Maybe make bags and little phone cases and pouches. I've thought about, and I don't know how much I would like making them, but I've thought about making flowers. There's people out there that's all they sell. They make flowers and they will sell flower bouquets. They will let you make a bouquet, put a bouquet together at their booth, pick out the flowers they want, X amount of flowers for X amount of dollars, wrap them up for you. I don't know. I have yet to try making a flower, like the flowers on stems and whatnot. I haven't tried that yet. But if you are a crocheter and you see anybody out there, in YouTube land that does some markets with non-plushy items, let me know. I'm always interested to find people like that. I'd like to follow more people that do things that aren't plushies. I mean, I follow a lot of people that make plushies just because they're interesting and I like them as people. They're fun to watch. But I'd like to find more people that sell the kinds of things that I like to make. You know what I'm saying? See how they do. Get some tips from them. So, all right. Anything else? Is there anything else I want to throw at you before I say goodbye? I don't know. I don't think so. I hope some of you come hang out with us tonight for our book discussion. We're reading Arsenic and Adobo. It is a mystery. That kind of makes Brandy a happy camper because she likes mysteries. I'm not opposed to it at this point. I'm not, well, come watch the live. You'll get my opinion if you come watch the live. You don't even have to be reading the book. You can just come hang out with us and see what we're talking about. It always gets interesting. It always gets interesting. So there's that, folks. All right. I got a few rows of this done. Really, single placing is the best. Okay, I was going to try this before I let you go. Let's just try this. Let's just give it a whirl and see what we think. Let's give it a whirl. Oh, how are you guys enjoying the Christmas paintings? How are you enjoying Christmas paintings? Christmas season? Yeah. Dreamer Designs took a little break. I don't know if they're going to come out with more. But, the 30 paintings that Diamond Art Club came out with last week, 30 Christmassy related wintry paintings. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. I will say thank you to a few supporters. I had a couple of supporters that supported in different ways, like through Buy Me a Coffee or a thank you on a video. That's a thing you can do. You can give a thanks on a video, a monetary thanks on a video. And so I had a couple people support me in that way, and I thank them very much. I turned right around and I bought some paintings with that money. So thank you. You'll be seeing those very soon. Very, very soon. Well, I just filmed. Oh my gosh. See, that's what I don't like. I don't like putty when it sticks to everything. And that's what it's doing right now. So I think I'm going to go back to the single placer with my glue dot and just keep working it until it gets less sticky. Once it gets to that point where it's not so sticky, it's a dream. It rolls and rolls and goes. Yeah, I recorded one video today. Of course, the Diamond Art Club isn't here yet since that just happened. But I'm excited to see those when they get here. Man, they did such a good job with the Donna Gelsingers. Who knew there were going to be as many Donna Gelsingers as there were? But wow, they just kept rolling. Just kept rolling. More Donna Gelsinger. More Donna Gelsinger. All right, I'm going to let you go now. So thanks for watching. And definitely see you in a couple days with some gnomes. Look for that post in Diamond Moments and Crafts. Place to post your pictures. One a week. One comment a week. Show us what you're working on. All right? Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.